Scion.
This is like a time capsule. This thing is clean. Holy crap. How are you guys doing today? Huh? Wonderful. Anyways, got Scion parts. We're going to go out here. We're going to complete the Scion. Scion.
Scion.
Sorry, I had a little outburst there. Bumpers are painted. I put the grills in them. Fender, I haven't done anything with. I got a couple other things to do. I got to add this little seal that goes on top of the bumper. Just a couple little things. I got to clean some oil on the backside of the engine that I didn't get cleaned whenever I cleaned the engine bay. Stuff back up under the backside. I just missed it. Now that I have fired it up, there are no leaks now. So let's get this car finished. And I still have to peel window tint, and I still have to take the Scion stickers off. Why? So I just put this metal strip that goes underneath here and this seal on here, and put all the pins in to hold that in place. And I was working on, I got the light bulbs and stuff for this, and I went to plug them in, and this socket right here that this bulb is in, that bulb comes out of here. This socket that the harness plugs into, I threw away with all my other headlights. There's no socket in this new headlight, so there's nothing for me to put the bulb into. So now I have to go to the salvage yard just so I can finish this freaking thing, just for the socket. I called. There's a Toyota dealership that is half an hour from me, so I called them to ask if they had it, and they don't have it. And none of their local stores around here have it. So nobody has it. So I'm going to have to go back to Clark's just to get that. Just to get that little piece. So tomorrow morning, that's what we're going to do. But for right now, I can fit the fender on and button up that side and bolt the headlight down and stuff like that. But I don't want to put the bumper on right now because then it's harder to get to this bulb, and I'm gonna put the headlight in, but I'm gonna have to wait until I get this socket so I can finish this. This is the way things go, folks. This is what it's like working on cars. I enjoy it, but when little stuff like this goes wrong, it can really frustrate you and make you real. Anyways, I just had to calm down for a second. So we'll take care of that tomorrow. We can take the Infinity to the yard. It might not be a good idea. They're gonna want me to drive through. I'll just walk. I don't need to drive. I'll walk through the yard. That way I can get a good view of everything. And yeah, it's gonna be the same yard, so I'm not really gonna do much footage there because it's not really gonna be anything different. So, but this sucks. I told myself I'm not going to throw anything away until the builds are done, and I have a bunch of parts here, but for some reason I threw the headlights out, and that was just one of the things. So this headlight and this fender and everything is fully bolted on. It's ready to go. This was the crash side, so it looks pretty good. I did wipe down underneath some. Not perfect, but it was very oily up in here, and as you can see, it's fairly dry now. Way up in there on the intake, I was spraying it down, but it's still a little bit oily. It'll take time to clean off, but we got her fairly dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing down, and then I'm gonna continue on these decals, taking these decals off. So we're gonna do that, and then I gotta do window tint. No. I decided the headlights are bolted in, fenders are all set up. I got all the bolts in the fenders and stuff now. I got the bolts in the mounts. I got the clips up here ready. The inner fenders are clipped in and everything. The only thing I need is that thing that goes in there. I have the plugs sitting here. I don't think the bumper's going to get in the way. So I'm going to set the bumper up here. Not clip it in place just yet. Just make sure I have room to access that. And then maybe we'll set the bumper on. So here we go. I went ahead and threw it together because the plug is easily accessible down through the top here. Now I had to, bend and bow and move stuff. That's the closest I could get the hood to fit. The hood sat up too high, so I had to get it to come down more. Then the bumper I had to get to come up more. My lines are not perfect, but this is a vehicle that has hit multiple deer and is almost at 200,000 miles. I think it looks beautiful for that. Did get the decals going. I went around with a touch-up pen and touched up a bunch of spots that needed touched up. I still need to get the window tint. We will get to that. And like I said, that's the only thing is that turn signal bulb inside there. I did get the headlights in. I adjusted the headlights and everything. The under tray is all finished. Everything is finished. It's buttoned up. So from this point, we got to run to the junkyard tomorrow so we can finish this thing up. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Not that I'll need those, but I figured I'd take them along. Who knows? Just in case.
Guess where Toddy is?
Yes, as you guys pointed out, I totally missed this Mini, but right there is a good headlight I could have put on the old hood, but the old hood, honestly, was going to be hard to fix. This was a run and drive. So this has got a good supercharged engine, unless it's not in there. But yeah, this side of the engine's damaged. I do like the wheels on it, but the tires are shot. And yeah, it looks like this thing's been sitting here for a while. I don't know if the hood's open. Let's take a gander. Oh, it's there. There is a good supercharged mini engine. Yeah. Not bad. Looks like everything's there too. Huh. Somebody looking for one. There you go. A 6-speed at that, even. The seats, mine's in better condition than this one. Hey, there's a new, right there's the oil filter I needed. I always liked these 5-spoke Volkswagen wheels. I just thought they look good. And then these are powder coated black. They're very nice wheels with brand new tires on them at that. It's a set of 4 on this thing. I'd hate to want to try to get them though. This thing's like, yeah, those are really nice wheels and tires on that thing. I'm gonna ask them in the office today. I keep forgetting. Maybe today will be the day. Maybe it won't. Always liked that body of Prelude. And I never really even looked at that GST. The motor's in the freaking thing. Yeah, and just so you know, both these headlights are busted. I'm taking both of them. These are both mine. So now we're just gonna walk around. They have more vehicles up here already. Some of these aren't imports. I can see there's some Saturns. There is a Ford. So I don't know if this is like a staging area or what it is, but yeah, not everything up here is import. They're fairly organized here though. Look at all of that. I was highly surprised to see the engine still in this freaking thing. I don't know if it's a runner. I love these wheels. The tires are completely shot. I've seen a lot of other wheels in here I really like. Of course, I keep saying that every time I come up here. There's so many nice wheels. I just don't get it. Why people aren't buying them up. So I'm gonna have to go find out for myself. This thing's trashed inside. Nasty. Yeah. Blech. I just noticed the stickers, they get a lot of theirs from IAA. This Jaguar still has the 4-liter V8 in it. Tell me that wouldn't be fun to put in something. The condenser, how did the condenser and radiator live through this? Oh my. Still loving this thing. So now that I'm on foot, let's take a look at, well, that didn't even damage the inner fender. This is, oh, and it is a run and drive. So this has a good engine in it. Oh my lord. Look at this. This is like a time capsule. This thing is clean. Holy crap, the keys are in it. It's a 5-speed. I love this thing. This thing looks good. Only thing bad on the interior is just missing 2 buttons on the radio. This thing is awesome. I love this. Even the back seats. This thing is so freaking clean. This is crazy. Of course, just get the torch out and cut that cat off. That's what they did. Just chopped her right off there. This engine is a little dirty and looks like it's seen better days. But it's still, I mean, if it's runner and driver, that's a good engine. You just got to get yourself an exhaust manifold, obviously. Holy crap. I finally want to get a better look at these Enkis. Check them out. Brand new tires. These are a nice set of wheels. I'm telling you, I like them. And look at the carbon fiber wrapped hood. It's a wrap. Obviously, it's bent right there. But let's look at the interior on this thing. It was a stick shift. So it probably has a good transmission in it. Yeah. Lots of parts ripped out of this one. I'm now looking at this Genesis Coupe that's down here. These wheels are plasti dipped. As you can see, they're silver right there. This is a 3.8 liter V6, and it's a stick shift on top of that. Pretty nice interior though. Seat airbags didn't deploy, so these would be good for replacements if you got one and needed a seat airbag. Heck yes. I like how they have so many Equinox that they just stacked them on top of each other. It's a bunch of Chevy Equinox just stacked on the roof of each other. It's crazy. There's even newer ones down here. And they got a lot of newer cars here. It's crazy. But I was going to walk out around here, but that's all GM. This is GM section, and I see a Dodge section, and the back side looks like Ford. So we're just going to walk back around. For any of you guys wondering, this is a WRX, and it is a clean title is what it says on the front. And it was a stick shift, but it looks like they took maybe the transmission. The motor is still in there. Turbo's gone. But the motor's still in there. Yep, transmission's still there too. They just took the shifter linkage. Honda Prelude. I do really like it. It's got like new tires on it. It isn't an automatic, unfortunately, but it does. The hinges are gone on the hood. Still have the H22 motor in it. The 2.2 dual overhead cam. Don't know if it's good or not. It looks like it's seen better days. I think the spark plugs are out of it. Yeah, I'd say this motor is pretty much shot, but it's mainly here. The body's not in that bad a shape either. We have this, and it was the turbo motor. I don't think it dropped timing, but it was about to. Half the belt's left. It's all melted off there. Right there's shards of it and stuff. Maybe it did break. I could be wrong. I don't know. It looks like it's all still there. That motor might still be intact. No, I'd say no. No hood. Spark plugs are out. Yeah, that they just blew that one. Good tires, good wheels. It's all gone over. Yep. Well, this is a mud hole, so it's time to head back up. I need to remember, ask about wheels. Ask about wheels. Wheels. I want some wheels! Well, I had to get a couple other things. They didn't really give me a set price on everything, but I got stuff for somebody else. I asked them about wheels and tires. She said that it varies depending on size and everything, but normally a set of aluminum wheels with tires, she said you're looking at around $300. So what? I'm about to come back and buy every set of wheels you got on everything here. So I'm on my way home. My buddy that is buying the Scion for their younger kid, he just wanted to get him a cheap, nice vehicle, which it is a very nice vehicle for as cheap as it is. But for some reason now he wants the carbon fiber hood on there. Tried to Jew me down to 150. Ain't gonna happen. So I told him 200 more. I'll put the carbon fiber hood on. So that's what we're doing. So the carbon fiber hood, it's going with the Scion. I'm gonna give him the other hood too. I don't want it. So that saves me from trying to sell it, and it's a win-win for me. Now I gotta swap this hood over. Fun! I just got a fresh pack of shop towels from Harbor Freight while I was there. So I shoved as many as I could in between the corners of the hood. And we're gonna unbolt it and, see how this works out. That's why it's not gonna damage the hood or the windshield or the fender. I have a pretty thick layer of rags in between them there. So I got to take the washers off, this strip, I think, and a couple other things, but we're going to swap them over, and then we'll have the carbon fiber hood ready here in a minute. Okay, so on to the tint. Thank God this is a hatchback. Because crawling into a back window and trying to get the back tint off with the lines and everything that's on there, you cannot scrape the glue off of these. So if the glue stays on this, yeah, good luck. I just noticed from the TC sticker, look at the tint. It left the TC and the tint. That's crazy. But I pulled a little bit of trim down, just a little bit, so that I could get the tint started. And all I do to peel tint, I've had some luck with it and I've not had luck with it. I know people say put ammonia on it, cut a plastic bag to fit it, and then let it sit out in the sun for several hours. I don't have that option right now. So I hit the outside of the glass with the heat gun, and what that does is soften the adhesive. Now sometimes that will remove the adhesive with the tint. Sometimes, not every time I've done it has it worked, but sometimes the adhesive will remove from the glass because you're heating the glass. Now if you heat the inside, you're going to pull the tint off and all the adhesive is going to stay. So I'm going to go around here and attempt to do this now. I'm not saying that it's going to work, but if it doesn't, my next option is this stuff. This is what I've come to find worked the best for me. It's like 2+2. It doesn't dry as quick. It still dries very quickly. Doesn't dry as quick though. Now on the side windows, you spray that on, take a scraper and scrape it right off. On these, you spray it on and you have to wipe with rags and wipe with more rags and wipe with more rags until it's all removed, because that eats it and it stays, like I said, liquid a little bit longer than the other stuff I've used. I know some of you are going to ask me this, because every time I peel window tint, somebody either asks why I'm doing it, or wants to argue about the laws of Pennsylvania, thinks it's stupid, or they think it's the inspection station I go to. And that is just not the case. Pennsylvania has some fairly strict laws when it comes to window tint. Now the reason you see lots of cars with window tint is because people ignore that, get them done, and most regular inspection stations will pass it anyway, so they'll let it go. Cops can pull you over for it, you can get ticketed for it, and you can get fined for it. On a passenger car, anything over a stock window tint is basically illegal in Pennsylvania. On an SUV or a truck, your back windows can be tinted. And I don't think they can be as dark as you want, but the front windows cannot be tinted. Now, and it comes down to this. A normal inspection station can pass it. Then you get pulled over by a cop and they'll be like, well, pass inspection or whatever. That inspection station is just going to say, well, they weren't tinted when we inspected it. There's no pictures, there's no proof. So it's just your word against theirs. When it comes to an enhanced inspection on these, they have to take pictures the whole way around the car, and the windows have to be up when they do it. And they have to send those pictures in to the DMV. So any law that would normally get by at any Joe Schmo inspection station, it's not going to get by when they send the paperwork into the DMV as a past enhanced inspection. And then the DMV is going to send it back saying that it failed because of window tint. That is why I'm ripping window tint off. There's not anything about this process that I like. I don't agree with the laws. I think they suck. I really don't want to peel window tint off all these vehicles. But that's why I do it. And I get asked every time. And that's why I'm touching base on it again. And I'm still going to get asked after this. I know it. I just know it. Anyways, not much of the adhesive stayed. A little bit, and I'll show it to you. So the streaks that you see there is glue. Now, I can feel a lot of places. For the most part, all of the glue is gone, just where those smears are. Now, the way you can tell, if sometimes you can't even tell if the glue's on there. If you take your fingernail across it, it'll put marks in it. And I'm not getting any marks here, but everywhere where those smudges are, it puts marks in it, as you can see. So, I'm going to use that carbon choke cleaner. There's another clean. You know what? I want to try a different cleaner first. I got this stuff, heavy duty cleaner, and it comes out like foam, and it doesn't dry right away. I want to see if this works, because if this works, it'll work better than the carb cleaner. It works, but you have to let it sit on there for a little while, and then it still just does not take it off like that. That stuff eats it instantly. You wipe it, it's gone. So we're gonna switch over to that stuff, and we're gonna get this glue off of here. My next magic trick, we're going to take the side window tint off. All you got to do is put the window down just a tad, heat the outside, start peeling it, get most of it off, then spray it with that carb cleaner, and I got a scraper here. And as soon as you hit it with the carb cleaner, you take this across, and it's going to come off in one swoop. It's fast and easy.
The way I like it.
Now I'm down to my last pane, this rear one here. Now, if somebody did a really good job on their tint, like they did on this one, the tint will actually go past the trim. So instead of pulling the trim just to get the tint off, heat it up and then get a pick like this and get up in there and dig it down until you can get it to where you can grab it. As you can see, I have the corner of it rolled down now, and now I'm just going to work that out. The glue really did not stick to these windows that bad. I had a little bit of adhesive, but I mean, for the most part, most of it came off, so I didn't have to use this scraper that much.
Well, girls and boys, let me tell you something. It's been a week. It has. It's as early in the week, to be precise. Let me show you something that I had to do here. Give me a second. Put my sneakers on.
So we come out here to the garage, to the
Scion.
And yeah, we had the carbon hood on, didn't we? My buddy did not like the carbon fiber hood, so I had to take the carbon fiber hood off and put the white one back on for him. And I had all the intentions to do this elaborate montage and driving scenes and all this stuff, but you know what, kids? This thing's sold. I gotta get it out of here. And I got something else that's coming in its place. So excuse me while I clean my mess up here. Oh, I did get the touch-up paint for that. It's not bad, but it's not good either. The touch-up paint matches. Anyways. And just like that, the Scion leaves. And then you guys won't have to listen to me say Scion anymore. Unfortunately, I'm still left with this carbon fiber hood. I have it listed for $300. I feel like $300 is fair for, you know, a carbon fiber hood. And I have it as or best offer, because I don't expect to get $300, but we'll see. So next on the agenda is this beauty, and I did a little montage before I parked it over here. So you guys will get to see that at the end of this video. This next build that's coming, it's a little bit different. I got it from the auto auction, but I didn't wait until auction day. So we'll get more into that
on that video. And that's not going to be the next video. It'll be the video after the next video. So I've also just noticed that I am eligible to have a paid members area on my YouTube. I've decided as of right now, I'm not going to go through with that. Patreon is enough at the moment. If I get enough requests down the road, then maybe we will go that route. But I hope you guys are just as excited to see this new build as I am. I'm going to get it tomorrow, which I don't know how long that'll be for you. It'll be a full week from this episode before you see that. So stay tuned for that. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to my channel. Maybe you don't like me. Go ahead. Don't subscribe. I really don't give a... But if you like this video, smash that like button. Leave me a comment. Guess what I'm getting. Leave a comment down below what you think I'm picking up. I'd like to see what you guys think I'm getting. And just like always, we'll see you on the next episode of Unwrapped.